Alright guys, we are here with full case of Boys of Summer Baseball. Get the case open. It's obviously... Well, this box was different than the other box was. The other box, all the cards were like horizontal, I guess. They're like wedged in here so tight. Hold on. Ridiculous. Well, that was a little crazy, but is what it is. Just had the fucking Hulk open the case. Alright, let's get rolling. Obviously, once again, it's 8 boxes, 24 autos, 8 memorabilia. For anybody that wasn't in the first one, let's get rolling here. It's just one pack. All the cards are 180 point. Actually, let's get a little. Cards are 180 point. So, should say all the numbered cards. I will sleeve them up. I'll top load them afterwards. Top load the ones from the first break too, so everything should either be out tomorrow or Wednesday. Alright, let's get rolling. Overhead camera in the bottom left hand corner. Team list on the right. Good luck to everybody in the break. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Sorry for the later run. The break was ridiculous. A little bit of chipping there on the Lou Brock. Not chipping, just peeling. Alright, so we have Chase Dollander out of 175. Going to the Rockies. And that's going to be Billy. We have Lou Brock out of 175 on the red as well for the Cardinals. Like I said, there's some edge wear right there, just so you're not surprised by it. Then we're going to have Malcolm Moore out of 249 for the Rangers, which is Jared Welch. Then we're going to have Miles Naylor for the Athletics, and that's going to go to Brian Thomas. And the A's on the 50 out of 99, America's Best. We have the patch auto 65 out of 75. Yoral Perez for the White Sox. That's going to go to Evan. I have Jacob Wilson on the 33 out of 99 of the A's. And Jace Jung going to go 28 out of 25 on the Pentapatch. And that's going to go to the Tigers. Brian on the Jace Jung, and then we're going to have a big boy right here. The America's Best Paul Skeens, 20 out of 25. Going to go to the Pittsburgh Pirates and Jose Garcia. Nice Skeens hit right there. Nice first box to start us off. There's a half case of Finest up. There's still that random teams mixer. Let's get the random teams mixer filled up. I understand it's a little bit higher than, like I said, that around that $50 price point. I like to try to keep it at. But put a little bit of extra product in there, thinking like it's $79, dude. It's great value. Oh, at that value, I was like, people are going to get in, and it's just kind of stalled out. We're halfway through it, but we're definitely not all the way to where we should be, in my opinion. But it is what it is. We got Barry Larkin out of 249 for the Reds. We have Christian Campbell out of 175 for the Red Sox. Got Connor Griffin out of 175 for the Pirates. The Red Sox was Mitch. And then we're going to have American Glory, Boys of Summer, Brooks Lee to Minnesota. And that's going to go to Jose, 69 out of 75. Brooks Lee. Then we're going to have Caleb Lomavita to the Nationals out of 199. Let's go to John Williams. We're going to have Kalen Culpepper out of 99 to the Twins. Prince Fielder on the pastime material, 73 out of 99. That's going to Detroit and the Tigers. And then we're going to have American Glory, Boys of Summer, 15 out of 25. Johnny Bench for the Reds. And that's going to go to Kevin Dill. And the Reds on the Johnny Bench. Redemption action here. We got Kobe Mayo out of 175 on the red. For the Orioles, so we go to Will Smith. I have Acuna out of 249 for the Mets. We have Eldridge out of 249 to the Giants. We're going to have Bryce Matthews, 167 out of 199 to the Astros. Little Brian Thomas. Nice Bryce Matthews. We have Jack Leiter, 81 out of 99 to the Rangers. And Jared. And we're going to have the Boys of Summer, Carson Benson, giant autograph here, 136, 199 to the Mets. Which is going to be to Bradley. Kobe Mayo on the jumbo patch. It's going to be a 5 out of 10 to the Orioles. And Will Smith. And we have a redemption. Jumbo material signatures. Leo DeFreeze on the autograph for the Padres. That's going to go to Brent and the Padres. Lance Honeycutt, 101 out of 175. On the red. We got Lou Brock for the Cardinals out of 249. There's just a ton of Lou Brock in these two cases on the parallels. It's kind of nuts. We have Luis Angel Acuna out of 249 for the Mets. We got Max Anderson for the Tigers. On the patch auto. I have Carter Holton for the Braves, 178 out of 199. Evan. We have Malcolm Moore. Jumbo patch, 9 out of 99 to the Rangers. Oh. Got Manny Ramirez. Of 25 to Mitch, and then we're going to have the Roman Empire, Roman Anthony. 19 out of 99 on the patch auto. A little on-card action here for Roman Anthony. Nice hit there for Mitch. Pretty good half case so far. Skeens, Roman Anthony, Bryce Matthews. Freeze, Johnny Bench. Pretty good start. Got Roman Anthony on the red. We got a 175. Carson Williams for the Rays out of 249. Luke Keyshaw out of 249. The Twins. We have Tommy White, 41 out of 49 on the patch autograph for Brian and Hayes. See if he can finally work his way fully up through the system. Second round pick, I believe. I have Zach Veen, 104 out of 199. Finally got called up for the Rockies, going to Billy. Talked about how he's like a top prospect and hasn't necessarily lived up to the hype, but he's not doing terrible in the pros, I don't think. 44 out of 99 on the Christian Moore for the Angels. That's going to go to Chris. I have a 61 out of 99 going to go to the Marlins. Billy. And we're going to have a really big dog. Patch auto, 20 out of 25. Nick Kurtz. With the nasty on-card autograph going to Brian Thomas and the Athletics. I would say it's been a pretty good case. Every box has had at least one big autograph in it. Like one big chase type player. Let's see if we can continue that trend in this last 3 boxes. And Taro Sasaki, we'll random him off at the end of the break. 171 out of 1/75. He's the only guy that's a college player. Guys like Ethan Holiday would go to the team that drafted him. Same with Jace Laviolette. Luke Keyshaw out of 175, which is why the Rockies and the the Rockies and the Guardians were a little bit higher price than maybe some other people's breaks, was because I put Holiday on those teams. Yeah, Roberto Clemente for the Pirates out of 249. Holiday and Laviolette on their teams, I should say. We're going to have a baseball, Andres Galarraga. I got to flip this over to see, is he a Tiger? Is he a Brave? He's a Colorado Rocky. Going to Billy. I was thinking the big cat was going to be a Brave. I think he played for the Tigers, right? Could be wrong on that. Well, Andres Galarraga. It's just a sick card. Then we're going to have Noah Schultz. Gonna go to the White Sox. Out of 199. Great signature. You could really go ham on that one. And we're going to have James Wood on the Pentapatch out of 99 to the Nationals. Jimmy Fox out of 49 going to the Phillies. And then we're going to have a 9 out of 25 Hagen Smith, another guy that's high up in his organization's team, on the patch auto. That's going to go to the White Sox. And Evan. Nice hit there on the Hagen Smith. Sebastian Walcott out of 175 for the Rangers. Jared Bob Gibson for the Cardinals out of 249. Walker Janik. I have some Steve Garvey love here. That's going to go to the Dodgers. 2 out of 25. I think it's just a cut autograph. Nice auto nonetheless for the Dodgers. And Rui. And we're going to have the Hurston Waldrop out of 199 going to the Braves. 35 out of 199. I will say this product is pretty awesome, like product. Minus the 180 point parallels. They would just make those like 100 point, or just 55 point would even be even better. 34 out of 99, Kyle Teal on the memorabilia, going to go to the White Sox. Then we're going to have a 10 out of 25, Cal Ripken. Next, we're going to have a patch auto of Christian Moore, 8 out of 25. Another dope-looking patch autograph. Starting second baseman. For the Angels, going to go to Chris Burleson. Nice hit there. I think this is probably a better case, definitely a better case than the first case. I thought the first case was good. The second case is even better. We have out a 175 Christian Moore. For the Angels. We have the switch thrower. JC out of 175 going to the Mariners. We got Miggy. Tigers on the green out of 249. Johan Santana, 7 out of 49 for the Mets. On the red. I said I would ask GTS tomorrow, but if they don't have cases at a good price, this will be the last case that I have. We'll see what. Like I said, if they have prices at a good, if they have cases at a good price, I'll grab another case or two. 55 out of 99 on the Sebastian Walcott, or if I can get some from like a different shop that maybe he's not doing well with them. We have Kyle Teal, 34 out of 75. Going to the White Sox. We're going to have Reggie Jackson on the memorabilia. Pastime materials, 15 out of 25. But they only gave me 2 cases, so if I can get a third or fourth case, I'll ask. But got Kobe Mayo here on the redemption. That's going to be the America's Best Signatures. Assuming it's going to be out of like 49 or something like that, maybe out of 99. Going to the Orioles and Will Smith, so nice hit there at the end. I'm going to go through the memorabilia and the autographs. Obviously, these are all the numbered cards real quick. I'm not going to say any of them, but I'll flip through them real quick for anybody that's wants to just take a quick peek. And I will top load all these, like I said, after the break, just because to try to open like a bajillion packs of 180s while we're doing the break, just as be time consuming. I got Manny right there. Just flip through them really quick for anybody that wants to see. Then we'll get into the memorabilia and autograph. Those are all numbered from 249 and down. Get into the memorabilia. We're going to have Reggie Jackson out of 25 for the Yankees. Kyle Teal for the White Sox out of 99. Kobe Mayo out of 10 on the jumbo patch. We have James Wood out of 99. Kaba for the Marlins out of 99. We have Moore out of 99 for the Rangers. Prince Fielder for the Tigers out of 99. And Jace Jung out of 25. Probably somewhere around $300, maybe a little bit more. I mean, some LCSs are going to charge more. We have Kobe Mayo on the America's Best Signature, Kyle Teal on the America's Best Signature out of 75, Johan Santana out of 49, Carson Bengi out of 199, Hurston Waldrop out of 199, where you have Steve Garvey out of 25. And we're going to have Noah Schultz out of 199, Carter Holton out of 199, and Max Anderson out of 75 on the patch auto. Yeah, Chris, I would say that most LCSs are going to make you pay between $3 and $3.25. I'd assume that's probably around price-wise where they'd be at. They could be higher, they could be lower. I wouldn't think they'd be much lower than that just based off of what the price was allocated for me. Because that's about where I ran this break. I was like roughly around $300 a box breaking it, and I still got to ship it. So I'd assume they should be somewhere around there. We got Zach Veen out of 199. Then we're going to have Caleb Lomavita out of 199 for the Nationals. We're going to have Brooks Lee out of 75. Hagen Smith out of 25 on the patch auto. Perez out of 75 on the patch auto. Andres Galarraga with the baseball out of 99. Roman Anthony on a patch auto out of 99. We're going to have Bryce Matthews out of 199. Mason Naylor out of 99. Christian Moore out of 25 on the patch auto. Tommy White out of 49 on the patch auto. Johnny Bench out of 25 on the autograph. Leo DeFreeze in the jumping material signatures. Nick Kurtz out of 25. And last but not least, out of 25, Paul Skeens on the America's Best. That's going to be the break, guys. Congratulations to those that hit. For those that didn't, hopefully better luck next time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. For those that hit, congratulations. For those that didn't, hopefully a better luck next time. Like I said, probably be the last case of this. If I can get a better case, not a better case. If I can get more cases from the distributor, I'll get them. Or if any shops are selling them. I know that, like, a lot of shops don't do well with their Panini baseball, so maybe I'll be able to get some from a shop for a decent price. And if I can get it from a really decent price, then I'll maybe drop the price of the teams too. But appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I'll catch y'all later. And once again, congratulations to those that hit. For those that didn't,